We made our dearest and closest friends in this congregation, and they continue to this day.
We had our little shul, and it was little. It was on the Lackawanna Place, and I think my father took me for a little walk from the store to the shul, and he told me this is where we were going to go to services, and this is where you're going to prepare for your bar mitzvah.
We moved here in 1942, which was the very beginnings of World War II. I was in 7th grade. In the public school system, we only had, I think, 3 or 4 Jewish students in my class. It was our synagogue, our family. There was a need, and so you fulfilled it. That's the essence, really, of what it was like to grow up here.
The morning minyan has been a large part of the congregation because any time anybody needed to say Kaddish, we were always here.
Shabbat, in my own case, would not be Shabbat without having the opportunity to attend services here. And we would hope to be able to serve the needs of Jewish people, both religious and otherwise, and serve their needs whenever they feel they want to visit us.
We've really enjoyed becoming a part of the congregational family.
Congregation B'nai Israel has made its home in Millburn since 1924 and at its current site since 1956. Now, as we prepare for a major expansion and renovation, we find ourselves honoring our legacy, building our future.
This building is more than 50 years old. It's an incredible building, but like any infrastructure, it's pretty much lived its life. If we're going to remain as dynamic as we are, we're going to need the kind of facility that can meet those needs.
In our new facility, we would hope that we would have beautiful, bright classrooms for the children to be in. We would hope that we would have running water and sinks and bathrooms in the rooms. And we know that if we build a beautiful place for people to come, they will come.
We've outgrown the space and it needs to be updated. And when it is, it's just going to be that much more convenient and more comfortable for everybody to be able to be here.
The high holidays are a time when we open up the social hall, the sanctuary, to try to accommodate as many people as possible. And even with doing that, we have to squeeze in a lot of chairs. And what we're trying to do for the high holidays, to have a beautiful service and a service where everybody feels comfortable and can access God and have a spiritual experience, and having more space would certainly help that.
Honoring our legacy, building our future. New space for our toddlers to become children, for our children to celebrate their B'nai Mitzvah, for our teens to become young Jewish adults.
We have won Solomon Schechter Awards in 2007, 2005, and 2003. We are also a Framework of Excellence accredited school. In my imagination, I see a future Sunday morning with over 200 children entering this building. Alongside them are their parents who are attending an adult education course somewhere else in the building. In addition, there's a family education workshop in our multi-purpose room. Their children are laughing and running and doing activities and learning with their parents in a self-contained room that is not in any way bothering anybody else.
We have undergone a journey together, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. We have grown, we have done very special programs, and we have brought a measure of Judaism to this area that is unmatched and we've never had before. What we have found is that we have been so successful in our programming that we need to expand in order to better serve not only our members, but members of the community as well.
Honoring our legacy, building our future. The need for expansion is clear. The challenge of funding is upon us.
You know, why we got involved in the Capital Campaign, I think it made us feel like we're part of something. You know, we're leaving a legacy. We're investing in our future.
We believe so strongly in B'nai Israel. We felt that it was important to give, you know, not only what we felt comfortable with, but a little beyond, because we felt that we needed to do that as members. But not only that, the way I look at it is, you know what, if we have a place where I could have my simchas well then that will be worth it in the end.
We personally want to get involved because this is our second home. This is where we feel most comfortable. And we're doing work to our house at home, and it's only right if our second house is having work done that we contribute a piece of it.
With all the other charitable giving that we are doing in Israel, for Israel, that sometimes you forget about stuff close to home. This is my home. Charity begins at home, and we felt honored to be part of the whole process of what is to come.
Congregation B'nai Israel can achieve its collective goals, but only with your help. Every member counts, and now we're counting on every member to help us honor our legacy and build our future.
Our children have graduated from the nursery school. They're now enrolled in the religious school. They're going to have their B'nai Mitzvah here. Because of all of the contributions made by people who came before us.
That was their gift to us. Now's our chance to make sure that the congregation is there for the future. And this is our opportunity to give a gift to the generations ahead of us.
The two best days I have ever had in my life were in the sanctuary of B'nai Israel, where my daughters were bat mitzvah. This is a very, very special community, and it is a very, very special synagogue that we belong to. Each of us in our community must promise that we give our children an even more special synagogue than the one we were given by previous generations. God bless this holy congregation. Thank you.